Africa is a continent full of stereotypes. When people hear about Africa, they usually think about poverty, war, famine, corruption, or maybe safaris. But one thing that people do think about when they hear about Africa is how underestimated the continent and its people are. I am a firm believer in the African proverb that if your wife has to travel, it's better to carry her on your back than carry her in your arms. This proverb simply means that it is better to carry the load that you have to carry anyway rather than waste time and energy trying to find someone else to carry it for you. In other words, it's better to take responsibility for things yourself than to complain about them. This saying has stuck with me throughout my life and is something that I often think about when I see young Africans complaining about their problems instead of trying to solve them themselves. It's also something that I think about every day because I'm guilty of it myself sometimes. I remember the first time I went abroad. I was excited to explore a new place and experience different cultures, but I soon realized that I was being treated differently just because I was from Africa. People would ask me where I was really from, as if my appearance didn't give it away. They would also try to give me advice on how to improve my country, as if they knew more about Africa than I did. It was frustrating and annoying, but I soon realized that it was all in my head. I was allowing these people to make me feel inferior just because they were from a so-called first world country. That's when I decided to make a change. I started by educating myself about the history of my country and continent. I learned about the great empires and kingdoms that had existed there long before European colonization. I learned about the slave trade and colonialism and how they had affected Africa. And I learned about the struggles that Africans had faced and overcome to gain independence and freedom. I also started to educate myself about the rest of the world. I learned about the history of Europe and the United States and how they had become so powerful. I learned about the challenges that other countries had faced and overcome. And I learned about the different cultures and perspectives that existed around the world. The more I learned, the more I realized that Africa and its people were not inferior to anyone else. We had just been brainwashed to believe that we were. I started to see that every country and every person had their own challenges and opportunities. And I started to see that Africa and its people had a lot to offer the world. That's when I decided to share what I was learning with others. I started a channel to share my thoughts and ideas with the world. And I soon realized that I wasn't alone. There were other Africans who felt the same way I did. Together, we have created a community of Africans who are proud of their continent and its people. We are working together to create a better future for Africa and its people. But this is just the beginning. I know that there is still a lot of work to be done, but I am confident that Africa and its people will continue to grow and develop. We have so much potential and I can't wait to see what the future brings. If you are an African and you feel like I do, then I encourage you to take action. Educate yourself about your country and continent. Share what you learn with others and work together to create a better future for Africa and its people. If you are non-African and you want to learn more about Africa and its people, then I encourage you to reach out. I'm happy to answer any questions you may have and to share resources that can help you learn more. Thank you for watching this video and for taking the time to learn more about Africa and its people. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you along as I continue to share my thoughts and ideas with the world. Thank you again for watching and I hope to see you in my next video.